now. Hello, everybody. It is I, Old School Old Fool, back with an edition of WTF is MFW. This is part 3. It's been a very long time since we went back to this concept. WTF part 2 was right around New Year's of 2020. Just before we entered this awesome timeline. And as far as where MFW was in its life, it was right after episode 16, and we're now on 57, I want to say, coming up. The Flaming Poo Storm, that is 2020. That is accurate. That is very, very accurate. So I figured I'd start with going over the new additions to the roster since then. Or I should say the quote-unquote current roster or main roster. Because at the start of quote-unquote season 3, which would have been episode 53, a bunch of folks came back from the prototype version of MFW, my old fire promoter save, and those are a bunch of SWA/free agent characters that are built into Fire Pro, but we gave them a bit of life, a little bit of personality, and a little bit of background so that we could put characters with the wrestlers. So, I think I'm going to try to fill in some of the story bits while we talk about the characters. I don't know. We'll see how this all goes. But for anybody who is new to MFW, feel free to throw any questions you want in the chat. And we will try to address them as we go along, and we'll try to let other folks know as they drop in or join the stream. So I think I'm going to start with Red Hansen. Oh no, I hope I didn't make a sad Mrs. Tiki God. But yeah, any and all questions welcome, for sure, as we're going along here. So, I believe I'm going to start with Red Hansen. I don't know if he was covered. Oh, all you guys are awesome too. Holy crap. It was never, ever meant like that. Good Lord. I'm going to have a complex on stream. In the little cam window. Holy mackerel. Anyway, Red Hansen was the original lead official in MFW, a position now held by Hippie Joe. And Red Hansen's leadership was questioned during the first season of MFW because of many questionable decisions he made. He was also quick to be punitive towards other wrestlers. And his leadership ended at the end of Season 1 at MFW Mega Mania 1, where Ultimo Pinguino, of all folks, the one who was evil indeed, came to MFW's aid in a roundabout way. And she challenged Red Hansen to a cage match, the first and only cage match in MFW thus far, and she was victorious. So at the start of Season 2, Episode 27, League officials decided for a radical change of pace, and that's when Hippie Joe was installed. Red Hansen, as far as the character, Shoot Club Legend as his nickname, They repoed the cage after the match. Nice. Yeah, which is fine by me. Cage matches on Fire Pro kind of suck. Oh, hi Dennis, how are you? Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, this is a stream where I'm kind of giving the background of all the goofy stuff we've got happening in MFW here. Oh, first beer of the day! Yay! We won't talk about how Dennis curses wrestling cards. That's a different story for another day. I hope that show turns out all right today, but anyway, I had to bring it up again. But yeah, Red Hansen is patterned after my very first eFed character, which was for ShootClub.com. Shoot Club was a role-playing and game fed. The game portion of it, I believe there was a list of 20 or 25 moves that you set in an order every month, and then they used a random number generator to assign values to each of those moves, and they changed up every month. So it was a crapshoot to see what kind of luck you would have in the actual game side. But the role-playing side, those were all written up shows that you sent in promos for and stuff like that, and it was and it was a really good time. It was I stuck with it for quite a while, and but it is gone now. But Red Hansen's moveset is mainly ugly drivers. This past week on MFW TV, he broke out the old El Generico top turnbuckle brainbuster, which popped me good. It got a big smile out of me. Oh my God, Dennis, you subscribed? What are you thinking? I'm only on like twice a week. Thank you. Gosh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Thanks. So, it's all good. It's all good. I'm happy to have a place where I can write and feel welcome, so all good. So after Red, we will talk about the Hanschmidt twins. So I will say his name really slowly. Justin Hanschmidt. So Justin Hanschmidt and Ian Hanschmidt, they're definitely goofs on enhancement wrestlers / jobbers. Just like Cal Jobert's nickname is Low, so he is Local Jobber, local jobber. Ian Hanschmidt, EANHANCEMENT, is a wrestler for Hood Slam, but he is definitely better than a jobber. But yeah, they made the joke way before me. So as usual, all glory to Dark Sheik, the mad scientist genius of Hood Slam. Yeah, I did the Hanschmidt spelling to do the Midwest thing and make it look like some German name. But yeah, it is a joke on enhancement wrestler. So, Justin and Ian have almost the exact same moveset. I think the only thing that changes is, yeah, there's a couple slight changes in what they have for signatures and a finisher. Other than that, they have the exact same moveset. They are carbon copies of each other. The character design is almost the same. I believe they have the same hair. Justin has the goatee. Ian has the headband, belt, and vest. And other than that, they are cookie cutters. And for some reason, Canadian. I don't remember quite why I did that, but it may have even been just because they were in red. So, but yeah, so there's the goof there. So another very obscure slash another one of my creator wrestlers of the past would be the amazing, incomparable Balls Jabroni. Yeah, there's either a sub joke that's either really obvious or really not, or it's an ode to something actually in wrestling. But yeah, Mrs. Tiki God, there's subtext all over the place. So Balls Jabroni was a creator wrestler I had on, I believe, SmackDown or SmackDown 2 for the PlayStation 1 of all things. And a friend of mine joked about putting him into MFW, and I was like, why not? Yeah, a thousand years ago, the PlayStation 1, you know, yeah, me and the dinosaurs playing on the couch. Yeah, Balls Jabroni, the simplest mask, a singlet, that's about it. And, no, Mrs. Tiki God, I was still old then. But, I believe I have the same finisher for him. It's a Michinoku driver. But I also had to give him a Falcon Arrow so I could say Balls has done the deal. To make the reference to the Excalibur call of the Falcon Arrow. But he also has the Taz mission for some reason. The Harlem Hangover, Booker T like flipping somersault leg drop. Oh, I know Too Cold Scorpio does that too. But yeah, and then his submission game is almost all variations of the figure four, with none of them being the standard figure four. It's applied to the side or reverse or all sorts of goofiness. But yeah, Balls is a stupid, fun character and also kind of a jobber, being a jabroni. So let's see here. Effin' Boyd. So Fan Boyd for the PC crowd, Effin' Boyd for the ECW crowd. So you can put a apostrophe in there if you wish. But I don't know if Vic wants to speak on Effin' Boyd a little in chat. But I know, well, he's the manager for Animal House, which seems a little weird because Animal House are, well, at least Victor and Sandy are kind of straight up baby faces. Sandy has moments of rage. And then Ultimo Pinguino joined him, who is evil indeed, but seems to have lightened up a little since joining Animal House. But, Effin' Boyd was set up to mainly manage and jump into the ring if need be. Oh yeah, okay, that's true, yes. Our rock star, Sandy Lipner, the Rad Panda, known for Billboard hit Time After Time. Right, so like sleazy rock and roll manager squished with comic book nerd or comic book store guy from Simpsons? Is that somewhat accurate, Vic? Oh gosh. Okay. Alright, okay. Yeah, shoot, I forgot that part, that he's a May 4th baby. May the 4th be with you. Yeah, shoot, I spaced that. To catch a star for the finisher. I don't even remember... I don't even quite remember what the finish is for him. As in, I don't remember what the move is. It's ridiculous. Okay. Is it the Muscle Buster? Or the Ultimate Muscle Buster thing? The only reason I ask is between that and the parachute pin, those are the, well, shoot, there's I'm just sitting here, I can pop into edit and see what the heck it is. Instead of just sitting here wondering. Like a dork.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So yeah, it's a jumping, diving DDT. Top rope. Okay. Let's look at his signatures then.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the finisher. Okay, the quick palm strikes with the kick is one of his specials. Then he's got like the quick throwdown power bomb. Oh god! And then he does the cheek splash with the creepy oh god. Oh, and then explode her to the floor if he can get it set up. Okay. We see you, Effin' Boyd, being all fancy in the ring and stuff. All right. So we'll go to CC Cicero next. Right. So yeah, we'll go to CC Cicero next. quite a few characters got added to make trios before we had trio titles in MFW. And this would be one of them. CC Cicero, Street Princess, to go with New Jill of Chicago Fire's Queen of the Streets. CC is kind of a... Oh, gosh. As far as fighting style... Yeah, cheap pizza, right? As far as fighting style, she's kind of... Oh, gosh, I don't know. Correct, Mrs. Tiki God. Yeah, I'm trying to cover the rest of the... the rest of the quote-unquote current roster, as it were. See, Cece's moveset is... Her striking is a lot of... Cece's. Yes. Cheap goodness. Or cheap good enoughness? That might be more accurate. I don't know. Cece's striking is based in Muay Thai kickboxing. Her wrestling is quite a few kicks, various cutter variations, like the Twist of Fate, and we'll hit up the highlights of her moveset here. Her finish is the Tiger Driver 91, which just looks ugly.
Number one.
Oh, yeah, that
Number
too,
one.
Mrs. Tiki God.
Come on.
Yeah, Twist of Fate,
Yeah.
Buzzsaw Kick. And I guess that's kind of like a Crossroads variant there. She doesn't use that real often.
Come on.
And then we don't see this either, but the sexy Hurricane Rana. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, Cece's been a lot of fun. She fits in well with the Chicago Fire group. She doesn't quite use as much forks, sickles, fireballs, mist type stuff, but she will throw an occasional low blow. Oh, geez. Oh, gosh. Okay, sorry. Too sexy for 2:30 in the afternoon Central Time on a Sunday, the Lord's Day. My bad. Wow, that totally... Boy, being scolded just completely threw me off here. We'll move to somebody else here. Let's pull up... I use dad voice. You use dad voice when you don't even have to use dad voice for a while now. I don't know if I feel blessed or like kind of singled out. Oh, hey, Vic. Somebody wants to be famous again. Nuevo Tigre. Nuevo Tigre was the third wheel addition to Lucha del Norte, my bunch of Minnesota luchadors. And I decided that it would be kind of fun if I could make a female Exotico. Or like take a female wrestler and give her all the male exotico, uncomfy, rude, sexy stuff, and see how that would turn out. And as far as looks wise, this is one that I actually designed that I'm really happy with. Most of the other character designs I really dig are all Vic. Because he's way better at this stuff than I am. But this one really made me happy. We'll go into the moveset a little. All the exotico type stuff I've got in the moveset, I really don't get to see too much when she's in. Oh yeah, we gave her the old eat the feet / foot stunner there.
Yes.
And the old lumbar check is her finisher. Cedric Alexander, yep, the backbreaker. Yep, she has smooches, but we never get to see them, which makes me really sad. I don't know, maybe I gotta set up her logic to go for back grapples more and see if we can get some of those, besos. But she also has the cheek splash, as it were. She also has just the sit on their head pin.
Yeah.
And then she has the uncomfortable smother in the corner. Yeah, her taunts.
Yes. Yes.
Let's see here. Oh shucks, I thought I gave her like the hip swivel Rana like Cece has, but oh, that's true too, Vic. Yeah, she's almost always in tags with Lucha del Norte. That is true. So, but yeah, female Tiger Mask with Exotico moveset is the weird fever dream that is Nuevo Tigre. Who else do we got to cover here? I think Willie's the end of it. Steamboat Wilhelmina Jones, also designed as to make a unit a trio. We have Snap Suplex, which is Snap is the Barge, Suplex is Yuri the Bear Grognoff. Wilhelmina Jones puts the shoot in Snap Suplex and Shoot. So we wanted to, the idea was to make a tough young lady who kind of a little MMA, a little of this, a little of that, of all sorts of stuff. We'll hit the moveset a little. Oh yeah, kind of the flying alongside the head knee kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too was goofing on Barge's name. So the steamboat, that's true. But yeah, top rope Meteora.
Come on.
Standing sliced
Come
bread.
Over.
Yeah, the wrist clutch cradle pile driver is her finish. Shock arrow. Oh yeah, and then like the gator roll choke.
Number one. Number one.
But yeah, she's got some fun MMA stuff thrown in.
Come on.
And then a decent variety of kicks. Some suplexes. She kind of mixes it up.
Yeah.
And I hope she kind of gives the feel of at least
Over.
kind of some catch-as-catch-can type wrestling. Little mixed, unorthodox offense. But then when it gets to the ground, she's really good on the mat. So that was kind of the goal with her. So yeah, that's probably fair, Vic. Because yeah, you know, if you're ranking the kick heavy strikers, you know, it would be Randy number 1, probably Kane 2, maybe Core Miller 3. He has an awful lot of kicks, but he uses the power a lot too. I'm just throwing his size around. But yeah, then Willie, or maybe Willie and Cece-ish somewhere. But yes, Randy's offense on purpose is almost all kicks. Because that's how you work for the weekend. You know. Kick it up. I think that covers all of the new added wrestlers. I'm gonna double check here. I mean, all the original characters added. That's the right way to say it, probably. Because, yeah, then there's all the other SWA people thrown in. Yeah, I think we got it covered there. So we touched on everybody that got added since the last WTF. So that's a good thing. Yeah, as far as to, like... Oh, gosh, I don't know. I'm almost thinking about putting a match up as background just to keep talking over and not call the match, but to have something going on screen so we're not staring at and yeah, like I said, any questions, feel free to fire away in the chat. I think I'm going to put a match on in the background for at least a little bit, and we'll talk about kind of the overarching stories and give kind of a general idea on how we got to episode 57 or 58. Oh, that's true, Vic. We will put on the mini 4-person Kick It Up a Notch tourney in honor of Emerald Lagasse. Perhaps the 4 most prolific kickers. Unlimited time, why not? I don't plan on getting through this on the stream. But if it happens, it happens. Rope breaks off. Oh, we'll leave criticals at normal, too, in case somebody gets knocked out. We'll put run-ins on, too, to make life interesting. Will's Lane to make it an official tournament. Fair enough. So, like I said, we'll leave this on. We'll have this on for background, while we chat a bit more about, so, I forgot that her entrance music's kind of rocking. So, I guess, this will be kind of the quick version of the whole story arc from beginning to end. Let's see here. Ooh, Randy's solo music is kind of baller too. It definitely sounds like it could be Loverboy.
Are you ready? Fight.
Alrighty. So, let's see here. MFW started a couple years ago in one way, in the first way. I was just starting. Mrs. Tiki on. I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be okay. So MFW started as a fire promoter file / game that I started streaming on Twitch when I was first messing around with Twitch. And it was kind of fun. It wasn't quite what I had hoped for when Fire Promoter came out. It had a lot more about running a wrestling company and that sort of sim than anything booking related or setting up match cards. So I kind of messed around with that because you still did get to put together cards and watch them, but it was tied into your success in the business part of the game. The match ratings from the crowd determined how well you did drawing people in to actually come to shows. So, yeah, fair, Vic. That's fair. Yeah, that was so yeah, the limitations there was kind of what made me think otherwise. So and while I was playing through, oh, okay. Yeah, Dennis. I did Shoot Club. It was called shootclub.com. I did that for probably 2 years, 2.5 years ish.
1, 2.
Over.
And yeah, in Shoot Club, my main character was Red Hansen, so
1, 2.
I brought him over into MFW. I also played Behemoth, and he was and he spoke in email type. No, mainly Shoot Club, and that was kind of set up on forums that you could post to. The only Behemoth mainly spoke in gibberish and had a manager who would translate. Yeah, I want to say those are the main two characters I ran in there. But yeah, it was mainly Red Hansen. But yeah, it was a good time. I met a couple of pretty cool people on there. Oh gosh, play by mail I never did. I always remember. Oh my gosh! Sorry. Randy just KO'd Willie. But yeah, I always remember seeing the ads for IWA in I always remembered seeing the ads for IWA in Pro Wrestling Illustrated and the other wrestling mags in the 80s and 90s. And yeah, I knew like if you got to the top of their leaderboard, there was supposedly a title belt. You know, one of us needs to Google that and see if that actually exists or if someone still has one. Yes, Mrs. Tiki God, but you knew this. Definitely a geek. We'll get this tournament moving along here. Kane and Core. Oh, I'm sure. You know, I mean, IWA? Yeah, I believe that's what it was called, but it was, okay, so on Shoot Club, I want to say the method of picking moves and numbers, or imaginary wrestling line. Oh, Mrs. Tiki God, the goddess of internet research, is on the case, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that's what the questions are about. So, Milwaukee's Beast, Core Miller. No beer references in that name at all. None. But anyway. Gosh, to even start to cover the storyline stuff. Yeah, yeah, we need to throw a BWB tank top on him. But, so yeah, so to kind of go back to the idea of MFW storylines, God, that's an awful lot of ground to cover. Yeah, I don't know graphically if I can make that happen or not. If I was doing Fire Pro on PC, probably. With some, yeah, Vic, you beat me to it. Yeah, PS4 is pretty limited to the customization, sadly. Like, it is and it isn't, but, Ah, okay, yep. Yeah, you are right, Mrs. Tiki God.
Feel the power.
Can you find any real-life pictures of the belt that they gave away, supposedly? Allegedly? But, yeah. Wow. Completely side railed, but that's okay. Nah. There it is, Vic. Thank you. Oh, hey, that's no problem. Yeah, this is kind of just, oh, the seismic worm, because the point of impact slightly far away from the actual wrestler. Fun little, animation goof in this game, but, thusly the explaining it away as the seismic worm. The shaking of the ring is enough to cause damage to the opponent. But, gosh, I'm gonna see if I can do the real quick and dirty version of the storyline. So, the first season, quote unquote, episodes 21 to 26 was getting the titles established. There was the heavyweight title, or the quote unquote, I'm sorry, the main or world title for MFW, which is the championship, because I completely goofed on putting in some input for naming. So that's been a running joke. So the main title is the MFW champion.
Feel the power.
So we ran a tournament for that, which had a goofball ending. See, tag tournament, master of the deathmatch tournament. Oh my gosh, I gotta click the link. I gotta click the link.
1, 2.
Nah! Oh my god, the belt. Or that's just a sample belt from that belt maker, but I could still see it looking something like that, or something quasi generic like that.
1, 2.
No people holding it. That is legit and true as well. That is. Yeah, I do not personally know anyone who held the IWA championship belt or received one. So yeah, Master of the Deathmatch Championship, those were all titles that were established within the first 16 episodes. Oh my gosh. Nah! A big 414 from Milwaukee's Beast. Greetings from EST Zone. Hello, LPWA Showcase. We're just kind of talking about, we're on here talking about my goofy E-Fed that I run Thursday nights here on Twitch. And running a short little tournament as background, something to talk over. Alright, it's the big finale, Randy and Core. Randy got a big KO in the first, Speaking of which, Vic Sketch, The Undertaker is on Cameo for $1,000. I believe $1,000 gets you a minute video message. He was only selling 30 slots. But, yeah, there's all sorts of ways to part with your money. Oh, they are gone now, Dennis. Okay. I know the first day they went through like half the slots. Or more. IWA has a website now. That is amazing. Alrighty, here's our mini Best of the Kickers tournament final here. Ah, right you are, Vic. Pasted the link. That's the Play IWA, huh? Awesome. Oh man, I don't think I'm going to get to any of this storyline stuff, which is okay, because I would probably have to, like, write up a giant outline of what's all happened. And that was a beautiful double rotation moonsault from the Beast, by the way, there. Out of the bottom corner. But, what I will chat about quick like here is where we're going with MFW. So the current kind of story is, so before this run of MFW where we're on episode 57, 58, before that with the Fire Promoter file was all the built-in characters from the no. Vic, the initial Grateful 8 was the winner got a proving ground match of their choosing. So, the tournament for the MOD title was a deathmatch tournament. Yeah, it's been like a year now, so but yeah, as far as where we're going, Thursday night we are doing the gosh, I keep forgetting the really cool and stupid name I came up. Oh my gosh, Camel Clutch in 5 minutes. And this shiz is over already. The Beast and Randy. Amazing. Okay, I gotta pull this up from where I posted it elsewhere. So, yeah, they hated that finish. That's okay. I'd be a little salty if I got a 5-minute tournament final myself. Even if it was a 4-person, one-night affair. But okay, I finally found it again because I made it too darn wordy. But, so I'll kind of wrap things up here with where things are going from here. And then maybe there'll be a WTF is MFW 4 all about the story. And we'll just cover the whole overarching thing, or maybe by end of the year or towards the December holidays, maybe. Because that would be kind of fun to do too. Yeah, I wanted to at least go over the characters and stuff like that, but like once I realized how long it had been since I actually did one of these, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna cover a year's worth of material. Not really. But I can wind down the stream with a couple of announcements as far as things to look forward to on the Thursday Night Delight, which is MFW TV. So Thanksgiving, this coming Thursday night, we will have the inaugural Maybe the Fittest Will Survive Probably series. And we will have 5 8-person elimination tag matches, sort of like that big company that none of us can stand watching. And here, for the first time, is the full card for Thursday night. So I am going to share that to those who are watching right now. Right now. In our opening contest, Lucha del Norte, Minnesota, Luchador del Lagos, and the Nuevo Tigre team with Hippie Joe, MFW's lead official, to take on Soji Uzaki, Raida Matsuoka, and fan favorite tag team Hot Hentai, Baron Charles and Sasuke. That is your hot opener. Match 2, Trailer Thrash, Benny Brandy, Karen Mothersbaugh, Don Bucher, along with the Muscle, Captain Cheese Curd, are taking on the Lucha Quartet of Lucha Rick, Ricardo Luis, Ricardo Jimenez, Pablo Rodriguez, and Eduardo Diaz. Tight-fitting pants, tournament, loosen your belts, and prepare to yell. Alrighty. I like that, too. Alright, match number 3. Snap, suplex, and shoot. The Barge, Yuri the Bear Grognoff, and Wilhelmina Jones, along with Core Miller, Milwaukee's Beast, taking on Kurt Kidman and the Devil's Hands, Filthy Mickey Williams, Tom Walker, and Stanley Adams. In your semi-main event, MFW Trios Champions, Chicago Fire, Harry Blackstone, New Jill, and CC Cicero team with the Caustic Co-Ed Holly Ames against the Howards, Jack Howard, Gilbert Howard, and Ladies Night, Sophia Rodriguez, Hammer, Abby Jones, Sophia the Limb Breaker. Holly looking for revenge after getting criticaled, losing to a critical leg breaker from Sophia just a week or two ago. And in your main event, the The people have demanded it. It is what everyone wants to see. Your main event is Animal House, Victor Hinks, the Flying Squirrel, the Rad Panda Sandy Lipner, the evil indeed Ultimo Pinguino, teaming with and wrestling for the first time their manager FN Boyd against Ichi Kondo, Dick Tiki, Harry Blackstone, and Balls Jabroni. Yes, Ichi Dick, Harry Balls. And that is your main event for the They May Survive, probably, we hope so, type inaugural series, etc. So 5 big 8-person elimination tags. I have no idea how long it's going to run. We will start at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. I know I have to work Friday, and I don't care because I'm pretty sure it's going to be a cake day. So we got that to look forward to Thanksgiving. Now, probably a week or two after that, a viewer has enough points to hijack the show and set the card for an entire night of action. So that will be forthcoming. Probably either the week after Thanksgiving or the week after that. And then right after that, we're going to roll into a MFW TV title tournament. We have our champion. We need to have a champion for the TV title. That is probably going to be a 32-person tournament. And that will take us through the rest of December and the holidays, I would believe. Because, yeah, first round, 8 matches a night. So first round would take 2 weeks. Second round, 1 week. Yeah. So, and I'm sure that the field for the TV tournament will be a lot of people from current roster and proto MFW or the old guard. So, yeah, we are going to do a giant tournament to roll into 2021. So, who will be the second in command in the MFW singles scene? We will find out. So I believe I'm going to leave you all with all of that info and put a wrap on this today. Thanks for coming, hanging out, shooting the breeze, talking a little MFW, talking about a bit of everything, and it's been fun. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit on a Sunday afternoon. I will be back on Twitch Tuesday night, playing a longtime favorite of mine that just got a remaster, and it's not Tony Hawk Pro Skater. And I'm going to leave it at that and kind of have it as a sort of surprise. Yeah. So that'll be Tuesday night, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. And Thanksgiving, the big, dude, I hope they survive maybe series. Or whatever the heck I called it. It was really clever. It's just way too long to remember. Anyway, hope you all take care. Be well. Be safe. Thanks again to Vic, Mrs. Tiki God, Dennis. Thanks again for the sub, Dennis. Very awesome. Although I believe he ducked out of stream already because he's probably watching the wrestling show he cursed. So I can't mention that enough. Anyway, all right. Be healthy, be well. Take care. Old school, old fool. Signing off.